Welcome everybody to episode 121. George, get your fucking ass over there. Of the effing title. I am Big Husky.
And I am Husky's Guns. I just saw you for the first time. I didn't know your sleeves were off.
Bro, it's too hot.
Dude, I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, I am
But
too. I have a fan on
I
me.
didn't know you were.
Like that's the thing is I brought this on so then like I can get like a little bit more lighting on me because like everything's just dark. But it's 87.
As I was flexing in the camera, I was like, ha, ha. Yeah. You're like, oh, just you wait.
But so I'm Big Husky.
I'm DeNutte.
And
Sorry.
We're here to just talk bullshit and hang out.
Yep. And what a week. Actually, 2 weeks. That was on last week.
Yep, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So as I said last week, I was really excited because DeNutte was like, I have some shit to talk about revolving Halo. And then this week happened, and he sent me about 3 messages in a row. None of them I don't think I can actually say on stream.
I can't say, yeah.
But I remember getting them and just dying laughing. So, with that being said, I'm going to now officially pass it over to DeNutte.
Oh, no, I have the IMD already up. I was waiting for it. I was like, all right, so 2 weeks of Halo. All right.
2 weeks of Halo. So what, episodes 7 and 8?
7 and 8. There's only one episode left.
Okay, so the last one we talked about on stream on the podcast was the one with the actual like fight scene, right?
No, there was one more.
That's okay. Yeah, there was one. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I wasn't a huge fan of that one either. It was like John, because they don't really refer to him as the Master Chief. They just refer to him as John. John was like testing the waters with Halsey to see
I remember you saying about that.
Well, like the power she had over him. We wanted to see where that was at. So this last week's episode, all right, it has a 3.9 on IMDb, and I know we can't always trust the scores.
Wait, 3.9 out of 5 or
out of 10? Yeah. So, first off, the Master Chief is not in the episode at all. Which, yeah.
Excuse me?
Okay, it could be argued that he is. So it's
argued that he is.
Yeah, but he's not. So, you know how there was a character named Quan. I don't know if I ever said her name, but she was the child of like a warlord in the first episode. Her whole village got slaughtered. He was like protecting her. He,
oh god, what the fuck?
He felt like this fatherly thing over her.
What's the name of that actor? There's one of the actors is like taking care of her, right? Or
yes,
something like that. Let me find the fucking guy's name real quick.
Cocaine Woodbine.
There we go.
I would not known that was his name.
Nope.
So this episode's all about her and him. There is a cool fight scene. Which it's now now that I'm talking about it, I'm remembering it because it actually was a good fight scene, and it was against. So there was like the faction on the planet that was against her father's faction, and they pretty much it was her and the Spartan. They killed the whole other faction somehow, but it was like that was a pretty good fight scene. But the whole episode, she goes into the desert
and
finds a tribe of witches, and who had talked to her father and somehow put him into power. And so she basically goes there and was like, tell me what I need to do. And then she like takes ayahuasca and then goes into like the spirit realm and sees visions. And in the vision, she sees the Master Chief trying to kill her.
Okay.
But it was like the inner demons in her head, but then he wasn't. So he wasn't in the episode, but she saw him on her drug trip.
Okay.
So he was, and then she like was fine, and then she figured out what she needed to do, which I can't remember. Whatever bullshit. And then she ended up going. Oh, somehow they were killing the planet and making it a desert, and she was trying to stop it. So doing so, she blew up the machine doing it, which also killed the faction that was trying to kill her. Very convenient.
Yep, makes sense. Nice,
Um,
nice little story plot hole there.
and then she goes off and is going to be a new warlord. The other Spartan goes back to his planet to be a pirate.
Okay.
And then that was that was the.
I'm just saying. Out of if we would have been talking about Halo, the two words I never would have thought of, I would have heard was she went to go see witches,
Yeah.
and now he's going to go home to be a pirate. Those are the two things I wouldn't have assumed with Halo.
All right, so he's not a Spartan. So he was a Spartan, but he's not a Spartan. So this episode was about a pirate and a war chief,
Okay.
and then it could be argued that one of them could be from the Halo universe because he was a Spartan, but this was essentially about two people who have nothing to do with Halo.
Interesting. So do you think? So do you think these two characters were?
So I know there's going to be a second season. They got picked up for a second season before this first one even came out.
Yeah, makes sense. Most big name seasons. I mean, I think
Yeah.
what's the one? There is a show. Oh, Game of Thrones.
Oh, the new House of Dragons or something.
There we go. That's already been signed up for season 2.
Well, they actually have before we popped in, I was looking at the IMDb of it. It's got a pretty good cast.
It looks like it could be a good one.
Because like Olivia Cook is one of the main actresses in it.
Mm-hmm.
She is in one of my favorite movies of all time, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
Okay.
How'd that fly?
I love that. Matt Smith's in it. Matt Smith, the Doctor.
Oh yeah,
He's in it. Look at that. He's gonna be in two knockout things this year. First he was in Morbius, and now he's in this. Woo.
Oh, was he the jacked?
He's the one that's dancing around in
Yeah,
Morbius.
yeah. Okay, I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been seeing clips of it online, and
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh, that's him. All right.
Okay, so there's gonna be
week's episode.
This week's episode.
Which there were parts of it I liked. There were parts of it I hated. So a big part of it is
I
that,
feel like before you get to that real quick, I feel like
that
is how most of these episodes are right now, though. Is I feel like there's a lot that people like, but there's also a lot that people don't like.
last episode I did not like, really.
Okay.
Because I had completely forgot about there being a huge fight scene. Oh, the girl stuck someone with a plasma grenade. That was kind of cool.
Oh, I bet did it look sick?
It looked cool.
Because I was going to say, visually so far, there's been a lot of really cool looking things.
Yeah. All right. I'll start off with what I didn't like about this episode.
Okay, what did you not like about this episode?
The Master Chief has sex.
He
loses his virginity.
I saw about that online.
So like that was the one thing I was like, I don't know, hopefully you see this one, which I didn't put it two together, like two and two together, but I'm like, oh yeah, he did lose his virginity. Oh God.
Oh, you got another one?
What's up?
I said you got another fly.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like,
well, the way your eyes were like kind of like slowly tracking, I was like either he's tracking like a video game on his second screen, or there's a fly in there.
ADHD. I'm sorry. I was like anger. I was like, how is there already a fly in here? So Master Chief fucks, but he fucks the evil human that was in the Covenant.
Okay.
And then like,
is there a reason why they like? Or is it just like
they had like a weird thing where they had a moment because they could both touch the artifact and be affected by it, and they could both be in the moment together. I don't know. And then she like is a spy essentially, so she had like an energy sword implanted into her fingernail. If anyone tried to come at her, she could kill him.
That's kind of cool.
And she like after they had sex, she was like, "I'm gonna be loyal to him," and she like removes it. And then like they find out she's evil part of the episode, and then
you just hate love.
The Doctor Halsey, she she goes against the Master Chief and she tries to arrest him using the other Spartans, and they lock up the one Spartan who's allied with him, who also removed her steroid chip thing.
The one that went all full emo and just took the blood and wiped it into her hair.
Yeah, I guess it was grease, but I'm like, it's gotta be. It was like she removed her thing and then she put it. Whatever, it's grease. And then she they end up. There was a really cool fight between Master Chief and Master Chief, no armor again, and then he fought two armored Spartans, and then and then something happened and the planet kind of exploded, but then there was like a shockwave.
Yeah, that was
kind of like where
what the fuck was that? I saw about something about that online. It was like the Covenant, like something.
they had no. That was a different part. They had
Okay.
glassed a planet, which was like a huge part of the lore, which we haven't seen yet.
I heard that scene was really good.
Yeah, but it wasn't much of a scene. You see, they're watching like a news feed of a planet that was glassed.
Well, like, okay, let me rephrase from good. Like the thing that I saw online said that it was like
true.
it was
to the
true
lore.
to the lore, but like
Yeah.
the actual visual of it was kind of terrifying because it's like when you see what the lore of it is, you're like, holy shit, that's kind of fucking wild. But then like they knocked it out of the park visually.
Because I don't think in any lore or any game you really see a glassed planet.
You just hear about it.
Yeah, you just hear about it. You don't ever see it.
Oh, that's fucking. See that would be a cool. See, that probably is one of the things that I saw that was like people were like, "All right, this is cool." Because if it's one of those things where it's like it's just a heard about thing, but then we visually get to see it, especially with the effects that we have these days.
I think the closest thing was the Fall of Reach, but I don't think you ever saw it glassed. I think you died before it
Gets glassed.
Yeah. So,
Right. So Master Chief fucks.
Master Chief loses his virginity
Good for him.
to a baddie.
Even better.
Yeah, to a baddie.
No, we
And,
using that as in like a bad guy or like a baddie as in like, oh yeah, she a baddie, or is it both?
No,
No, it's not both. All right.
no, it's not both. She's like, all right, sorry, this is gonna offend anyone, but she's like clearly on the spectrum.
Okay.
And like, and she like oh, it's very funny because they fuck, and then she was like, yeah, we got to get rid of like all like the undeservers, and she's like, how are we going to decide that? And you're like, oh, just all the humans, they need to die. And he was like, you almost see him like reach down to his crotch. He's like, I should have worn a condom.
I was about to fucking say, I didn't wear rubber.
Yeah,
Shit.
so like,
Okay.
not that he could have kids anyways.
Or could
Probably.
he?
Well, actually, yeah, because the space pirate Spartan, he has a kid, because he took out his thing, and then I think there was like in their world it works almost like male birth control.
So one of the things that I did see was the backlash from him losing his virginity and how like it pissed a lot of people off. And my thing is like up until this point, I would have felt like the majority of Halo fans probably should know that shit's just not gonna go your way. Like majority, yes, but a good decent amount of it.
All right, so I can compare to like DC fandom, and like my thing is that like some things that DC makes people might be upset with,
Yeah.
but it's still good content. Is
Yep.
that fair?
I
For
can.
a lot of stuff?
like for instance, I have yet to see Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about Superman and Lois.
I keep telling you to watch it.
However, the majority of stuff that I see online that isn't from like you or Coop, who are the two main people that tell me that I need to watch it, everything I see online is like people just constantly being like, "This is the only Superman." They actually understand Superman. Zack Snyder never understood Superman. This is so much better than Zack's like, and it's just like it's one of those things where it's like it's made it to the point now where I don't. There's a side of me that just doesn't want to watch it because of them. I get from you and Coop that it's good.
Nope, I get it. I get it.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just well, okay, yeah.
It's not cheesy, and like that's because all the CW shows have like a layer of cheese to them.
So I will say this: there's one scene that pissed me off the most. In Superman and Lois, because it's always the scene that's on Twitter. It's always the scene that everyone puts out there, and it's like, this shows the real Superman, and this is my Superman. And it's when it's him as like a young Superman, and he has the car, and he sets the car down, and then he walks over and he like gives the baseball cap to the kid or whatever, and the kid's like, I like your suit, and he's like, thanks, my mom made it, and then he fucking flies off.
I don't even remember that scene.
It's like in one of the very first episodes. But the problem that I have with that episode is that that image of him holding like the VW bug beetle, whatever the fuck it is, there is straight off of one of the comic covers. But the thing is
like the Action Comics, probably.
yes. But the thing is, though, is on the cover you see people terrified and running away in fear because he's not saving the car; he's smashing the car.
Yeah.
But like everyone just like assumes that he's saving it. So it's one of those things that's like it's created this false narrative where it's like, oh, my Superman would never do that. Well, actually, he did. But anyways,
yeah, no, I get it.
So yeah, I understand. I just up until this point, it's just one of those things like whenever anyone says like, Master Chief had sex, I'm like, good for him. About time.
Well, it makes the way it was going. It only made sense because like the dude would like hear like a brush of wind would basically give him a boner. Is like basically the way he was reacting to things.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So like, I'm not upset by it.
Can you imagine that conversation the first time? Cortana. Yes, John. What is this white stuff?
I didn't even think about it, but Cortana was there the whole time because she's like not in. She's not like the whole part of Halo universe. Cortana's implanted into his helmet. In this, she's literally surgically implanted into his head. So she was there when he was fucking. She was watching.
Exactly. So now hold up. So now time out. Now let's fucking. Did Cortana lose her virginity then?
Proxy.
Right.
Yeah.
Cortana.
And she's
fucks.
She's like 6 months old, dude. That's
yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So.
All right.
I don't know. I liked it. I don't hate that he had sex. I just think it just was like who he had sex with. Because he literally had sex with the enemy. He was sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, he was.
Which is like just not something the Master Chief would do.
Well, that's the thing is that like I feel like this is what
if he had fucked a Spartan, I'd be like, all right, cool, dude, good for him.
You know what to me, going back to the Superman thing, this makes me think a lot about Man of Steel, and how a lot of people didn't like Man of Steel because that's not our Superman. It was the beginning of Superman trying to figure out who he is.
I love Man of Steel.
Could almost be the same thing said here. Like this isn't the Master Chief that we know yet. Maybe is that something that I could say? No? Okay.
Are you gonna ever sit down and watch the show?
I would like to. I just don't want to own Paramount Plus to be in order to watch it.
Xbox rewards.
I know, but I always forget to turn that stuff off, and then like 10 months go by, and I was only gonna have Crunchyroll for 2 months, and now I fucking spend all my time on it.
Yeah, but you use it.
I know, but like still.
I was thinking, I was like, I just watched Forrest Gump on Paramount today, but I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched, what is it that I watched today? Something Skeleton King? I don't know, I started watching some more new animes.
I watched Northman last night.
Okay, no, you said that I would really enjoy that.
Yes.
Okay. Which, let's be honest here, you and me both know, I probably was going to enjoy that before you watched it.
Well, I was texting sign language in the chat.
Yeah.
I was texting him right before we hopped on, and he was like, "Hey, my buddy just got Northman. I'm watching it tonight." I'm like, "Just watched it last night, man."
That's awesome.
So,
I will probably. Is it out like on like streaming services sort of thing?
You can rent it.
Okay, that's fine then. That's all because what I could do is.
I bought it. I can set up a stream for you. You can watch it.
Well, I was gonna say. Well, I know for a fact my old man probably wants to see it, so I was wondering. I don't know if it's worth $20 to rent. Oh, so they give it a 3. Okay, how does that make sense? I want to throw this one out here real quick. Wait, I can buy it? Oh, this title doesn't. This title will be released on December 31st.
I bought it. I own
like
it
actual.
on my Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is like hard. This is like the actual like Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's not going to come out for a while.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for me.
So that's why I was like, I'll just buy it because I'll end up watching it again. I know I'll watch it again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Maybe they
I
would do
was
that.
dumb
Then.
and I bought it last night.
Well, it's $20 to rent. I don't know if I want to
It was
fucking.
25 to buy it, and I was like,
Yeah, see, I
fucking
see that right underneath it because like that's the thing is like I feel like this is a movie my dad would like.
yeah,
Okay, so without spoilers, obviously, right?
yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers,
No spoilers on this one. Tell me about Northman. You're like shit.
How do I not spoil this one?
Well, so it's about a if I remember correctly, it's about the
Okay, we'll go off on that. And I'll say yes or no.
the kid, and by kid I mean
Alexander Skarsgård.
Thank you. I was trying to remember which family it was.
Skarsgård.
Well, there's
acting royalty.
Well, there's two of them. There's Mikkelsen and Skarsgård. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like the royalty is Mikkelsen and Skarsgård. Is there's multiple of each?
Oh, last names.
Yes. So I was trying to remember which one it was.
Is there more Is Mads?
There's Mads, and then Mads has like two brothers, I think, as well.
Oh, shit.
It's not the same as Skarsgård, because Skarsgård you have Alexander, you have the dad.
There's the dad and 4 kids.
Yep, there's the dad, there's Alexander, there's the one that played It, and there's the one that played Loki.
And
or Floki.
One more, and I can't remember. Floki, yeah. I
was
can't remember the other. I can't remember their names.
I can't remember the last guy's name either.
Stellan Skarsgård's the dad.
Fucking the one that plays Floki's name is like I want to say it's like Gustav.
He's got a real like.
Yeah,
he's got a real name like Slavic.
Yeah, Slavic would basically be the best way of wording it, I think.
And then there's like Alexander, and then the one who plays It. He has like a very normal name.
All right.
IMDb time. IMDb.
Well, of course, I'm on freaking children portrayed by
Bill Skarsgård.
Okay, Gustav Skarsgård.
Gustav.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Bill, and then Alexander. And there's one more who's like kind of just started to get into acting.
Let's see your family. So there's Stellan, who is the father. He's most people know him from the Thor movies.
Which
he was the old crazy man in the Thor movies.
He's good in.
Oh, right? No, he is. He's very good
that
in
part. Okay.
Yeah. I will throw this out there. I think that I will put money on this. I think the first Thor movie is better than every other Thor movie. I think for the first Thor movie was
a different tone than the rest of them. So if you like that tone,
well, that's the thing is that if you watch a lot of the movies, the tone changes drastically as it keeps going.
What's the worst of the 3?
The worst, in my general opinion, you're not gonna like my answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm making this face.
Yeah, it's Ragnarok. I can't. Well, let me put it like this. I think that both Ragnarok and Dark World are bad. The only thing is that there's some scenes in Dark World that I really like though.
Okay.
So like that's my only kind
I'll agree with you on the first one because with I liked Thor 1 minus his hair and eyebrows.
Yeah, I mean it's just they're trying to figure shit out.
Well, it was very, very early Marvel. People forget.
Yes,
the
exactly.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
But okay, so from what I remember though is that it's Skarsgård there. He's basically going for revenge, right? Like they killed his dad, and his dad's played by someone in the movie. Thank you.
Yep.
What was I thinking of someone else? Why was I thinking of Edward Norton for a moment? Is Edward Norton in this?
No. Nope.
Why the fuck?
Because I was like maybe, but no, he's not.
I was gonna say, why did I just randomly think of Edward
Willem
Norton?
Dafoe's in it.
Yeah, so William Dafoe, I'm assuming, is like a seer sort of character in the movie.
Sure.
You're the one who saw the movie, dude. So like when I say seer, I mean like he's kind of like the witch man, the dog, like that sort of thing.
He is. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But like, then there's also another one.
Yeah,
there's two seers.
There's probably.
I'm already telling you too much.
No.
Willem Dafoe is a seer.
Yeah.
But he's also like a jester.
Okay.
A weird Nordic jester.
Yep.
He's a wise jester, which is kind of weird. Never seen something like that. So. Nicole Kidman.
Really?
Is the wife of Ethan Hawke and the mom of Skarsgård. she looks super weird in this movie. She's
Oh,
got a bunch of,
that's what hold up a second. I gotta look this up again.
she's got a lot of work done on her face.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, you said that, and my brain kind of went, "No, she isn't." Like, I did like a couple reactions to this. I've like looked this movie up multiple times. Like,
yeah,
no way, that is her. Wow.
Yeah, it like her. There was a couple moments. There's one moment in particular.
What is?
I can't tell you what happens, but I was staring at her. I'm like, dude, she looks fucking weird. You know, like her.
I'm trying to feel my finger on it right now because like when you stare at it, you see Nicole Kidman, but then like as soon as you look at like so the picture that I'm looking at for everyone there, it's her looking just on the poster, just looking face at you. But as soon as you start to kind of like look at the other characters, or even look at like the clouds behind her, immediately it just turns weird.
There's she's got a lot of work done, but then her face is like puffy.
I was gonna say it looks like she's
like really tight, but then kind of swollen at the same time. I just think she had like a lot of work done on her face, and I'm really sorry if that offends anyone, but
I mean, if it offends anyone, then
she looks very different. She doesn't have a lot of makeup on for one. That's like one thing. So that might be part of it.
This picture right here doesn't even look like her. So I mean,
I love Alexander Skarsgård IMDb picture. By the way, have you ever seen that?
I mean, I can look at it right now. Yeah, no, so basically the thing that I've read or the thing that I've seen anyway, I mean, right here, Prince Amleth is on the verge of becoming a man when his father is brutally murdered by his uncle, who kidnaps the boy's mother. 2 decades later, Amleth is now a Viking who raids Slavic villages. He soon meets a seeress who reminds him of his vow: save his mother, kill his uncle, avenge his father. Typical kind of Nordic movie storyline, really.
All right, I don't want to give anything away, but you know, as a Viking raider, he does as a Viking raider does. You know, like there's a scene where they go into a village and like slaughter the village and slave the whole village, and like it's just very funny to me that like, you know, like anytime you hear about Vikings, you're like, they're such like a wise people. They were so good to people, but I'm like, dude, they just went into this village and killed everyone for no reason, like, and they're calling them like brutes and savages. And while they're dressed as dogs and howling, and I'm like, you're like calling the kettle black. These people are all like in a village. They're wearing like very like ornate clothing, and your guys are howling like dogs, cutting their throats. So you're like these fucking savages over here.
So there is a second side of it, and I think that the Vikings TV show did a good job with showing that the other side of it. You know.
So that was there was always a reason for the violence in that show. This was like straight, and like that's kind of what got it gets to Skarsgård. It clearly like that's like a big point is that like this raid in particular, like it kind of got to him.
Oh, so I'm looking at his picture right now. This is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, just his fucking like just tidy whities. Yeah.
Sir, where are your pants?
Where are your pants? But I don't want to tell you anything else because I don't want to give anything away.
That's fine.
Because there's a lot of big actors or big names in the movie, but it's not. There's a lot of cameos. Okay.
I'm looking down the cast right now on Wikipedia, and holy shit.
There was a really surprising cameo that I was like, yes.
Is that Hop-Thor?
Yes. Yes.
Kind of feel like you can't really make a
Viking movie without him.
Yeah, without the big guy. I'm still to this day gonna say that he should play Thor. I mean, not Thor. Sorry, the Hap-Thor should play Bane, and then you have the voice of fucking
Mark Hamill.
No, it's the voice of.
Tom Hardy?
No, he was in one of the most recent Pirates movies.
Oh, the guy from No Country for Old Men.
I think that's it.
Javier Bardem.
Yep.
I never say his name right.
Javier Bardem. That's how I say
Yes,
it.
boom.
But still, I want to see Hathor
I knew you were going with that.
playing the physical Bane, and then Javier doing the voice. I
And
think.
dude, have you seen Hathor lately?
Oh yeah, did you know him and God, I'm trying to, Eddie Hall had a boxing match.
They
and,
fought again. They fought a couple times now.
Yeah.
But he like cut down.
Oh yeah,
He
Hathor
looked incredible.
Hathor took it serious.
Like this. Like,
That's you know why he does that, right?
the Bell's palsy thing.
Yep. Yep, that kicked him really hard on him. Like at first it was like kind of there, and then just out of nowhere it full on was there,
sad.
and it is.
But also,
I mean, he's
but he also has a 5-foot-tall wife that he destroys.
Oh yeah, have you seen? There's a video, not of him destroying his 5-foot-tall wife. There's a video of him getting a tattoo on his arm, and he falls asleep. Mid tattoo, and the guy's tattooing him, and the cameraman's like, "Should we wake him up?" And he goes, "No. He's falling asleep every time I've tattooed him."
When I got my tattoo on my back, I fell asleep, and the guy got really mad at me. I was like, "Dude, I'm just," I didn't pass out. I kept falling asleep. I was just like, "All right, that's fine, dude.
Yeah,
just keep going." And it was someone I knew, and he was like, "You gotta I'll have to stop if you keep falling asleep." I'm like, "Dude, just let me go to sleep."
Just let me go to sleep.
Because I was laying down, I was like this, and I was like, "Just let me go to sleep."
Yeah, see, he's It's funny because the boxing match with him and Eddie, you could tell when Eddie showed up that Eddie took it kind of seriously. Not
Thor seriously.
Yeah, no. Hathor was like, I'm fucking.
Well, because I feel like Eddie Hall just was like, dude, I'll fucking kick his ass.
Well, there was a lot of there was a lot of bullshit that happened back in the Olympia days, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've been into the Olympia stuff.
Eddie Hall, I actually watched a documentary. Eddie Hall is he's like a very polarizing figure in that world.
Yep.
Whereas Hathor, he's not necessarily polarized.
There was one. It was you know what it was? It was what's the
world record?
No, it wasn't even the world record. It was it wasn't Mr. Olympia. It was World's Strongest Man. The year that Eddie won World's Strongest Man, Hathor did something, and Eddie didn't like it, or Eddie thought that he was cheating, and Eddie's team brought it up to the judges, and then the judges looked at it the second time round and disqualified him, and Eddie won. That's what it was. Something happened. It was either
I think it was he didn't lock out, but it was he really had locked out.
So it was one of those. You know what it was? It was he locked out, but he dropped faster than the judges told him to.
He wasn't in control or something.
And it was one of those things where it's that was what started the whole feud between the two of them, because there's been because of course.
Then Eddie Hall, he did the world record deadlift, and he blew out an organ or something. And then Thor did it during the pandemic and beat it by 5 pounds.
And he did it with I remember that because he did it.
Do it in a controlled environment, but he did it in a private gym with all his sponsors there and camera crews.
That's what it was.
And no one else.
It was.
And so he's
it
didn't count. They were it didn't count, but it did.
It's it's the same thing as the Guinness World Record thing. You have to have a representative from them there, and
they did.
Well, no, the representative that they had was one of Hathor's friends, who just so happens to be on. It was one of those sort of things because I remember reading it and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. At the same time, it's fucking, come on,
If you watch the video, you're like, no, he did it.
Yeah, exactly. You watch it and you're like, yeah, he's.
And it was so much better than Eddie Hall's.
Oh yeah, I mean the crazy one with Hathor is, have you ever seen him do the log walk?
Probably.
So there's a old Nordic challenge myth sort of thing of picking up a log that weighs da 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 and walking with it a certain amount of steps, and no one has ever been able to break this record since that sort of thing. And Hathor was like, fuck it then, I'm gonna do it. And Hathor picked this giant fucking tree up on his back and was off of the railing by that much, and then took 7 steps with it and then dropped it, and he only had to take 5 or something like that. It was one of the craziest fucking things I've ever seen, especially when you find out that it's an old Norse legend sort of thing that yeah, no one's done that. It'd be almost finding the sword in the stone and someone just being shing, that's kind of cool, and then putting it back.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's funny, but so Northman.
Yep.
It's very good. I know a lot of people didn't get it. there's a lot of supernatural
well, yeah.
things that happen in it, and I think people are like, "What's going on?"
I've noticed more since the movie has released in some of the videos that have been online or trailers that have been online or TV spots. They've shown more aspects of that supernatural part because, like, at one point, I'm assuming, like, I'll say this and you can just give me a yes no. The Valkyries show up, or a Valkyrie shows up at one point, like an angel slash Valkyrie sort of character. Exactly. That's what I need. I saw it in a TV spot. It looks like that, and I'm sitting there like,
Well, there's like a scene,
yeah,
and it doesn't, it like weirdly doesn't have to. It does have to do with the story, but not as much as you think it does.
yeah.
And actually, it's Bjork.
But still, I mean, yeah. That's I saw that name was on there too, but I thought half.
Oh, that's who it is.
Yeah,
the Valkyrie.
But like I like. It's funny just seeing the change, the change, because there's a little bit of a change, almost like you were saying with the supernatural. Almost, it felt like in some of the more recent trailers or TV spots, it shows a little bit more of that, and I'm kind of sitting there like that seems a little bit.
Well, so originally I thought it was like an A24 movie, but it isn't. I don't know why I thought that. So for me, it's a big budget movie, a big studio. So I could see why. I actually was like, I got to see this. And then while I was watching it, I found out it wasn't A24. So I was like, I thought one of the reasons why I bought it, because I was like, they're going to take it out of theaters right away. I won't see it, but I think it's going to stay in for a little while because of that big budget push.
Yeah.
For people to see it. It has a good Rotten Tomatoes IMDb score, and Anya Taylor-Joy. Sorry,
She's the seeress.
No.
Okay.
She is.
I was just kind of spitballing.
He refers to her as that at some point, and there are times where, like, you know how, like, very old, like things with like religion where people are like, they claim to be with God, with other things. In this, it's very much so that, like, some people claim it, some people are, but it's kind of left to interpretation.
So that's kind of one of the things that I actually found very interesting with, kind of piggybacking off that, with the Norse mythology aspects of stuff, and just kind of not even the mythology, but just like the way of their living and everything, is that it wasn't one of those things where, like, you don't pray to the gods or anything like that. It's that they walk like among us, like they're here, they're on the planet, they're moving around.
That's a theme in the movie.
Yeah, so like I could see that being one of those things where it's like, it's like, it feeling almost a little bit weird in the movie. I could see it at first, where it's like, oh, I walk with them, or I know them, or I'm of them. Where it's like, like you hear, like, for instance, someone in Christianity be like, oh, I am one with God, I am God. It's like, that's just fucking weird. But in Norse mythology, though, or in the Norse mythos, I can see that and be like, okay, that makes sense. Like, you probably,
There are a couple things in the movie that, like, there's no way, the way it was done, I guess, there's no way that it couldn't be supernatural.
Yeah.
For some of the things that happened. I don't want to say what it, yep, that's where we'll leave it, because I don't want to, I can't, I
All right, that's
don't
fair.
give anything
That's
away.
fair. I appreciate it.
No spoilies. I watched Old the other night.
Is that the one on the beach?
Yeah.
How fucking dumb is that movie?
Because that's on HBO now.
How dumb was it?
It was cheesy at times, but I actually liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Shyamalan one, right?
Shyamalan.
Yeah. So it's like most of his other movies. It's stupid at points, but it's
based on a book or a comic book or something.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, which it said that. I saw that in the credits, and I was like, okay.
Well, it's like I feel like a lot of Shyamalan stuff is dumb at points, but like overall, it's like the movie is like it's an entertainment.
You care about spoilers?
Go ahead. With this one, I really don't care.
There's something with this beach on this island that causes people to age rapidly. Like,
okay. Yeah, because I remember that being that was the whole premise of the trailers was like showing the kids, and the kids ran off, and then they came back and they were like teenagers.
It was like they actually kind of like said a number, but it's something like they think that it's like a year every 15 minutes or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So it turns out it's all like They don't know why it happens, but this resort that they're at, it's an undercover resort. It's actually like a medical testing facility where they're creating drugs to get rid of illnesses. So all the people that they send to this beach have illnesses, or at least someone in their family has an illness.
And they're trying to figure out like how to like fix it, sort of thing.
Yeah, so like
Hmm.
they do something. It's like a way to test medication they're doing. So like one of them, they like kind of cured epilepsy
Okay.
because they gave it to the woman and then she didn't have a seizure for like 8 hours. Which while she was at the beach, she didn't have one for I don't know, like 20 years is what it came out to be. So everyone there was sick in some way. One of the people had like dementia or like Alzheimer's. So
Hmm.
like that person went crazy. And there was at the scene at the end, they were like, "Hey, can we stop mixing the mental patients with the disease patients? Because it's like skewing the numbers. Because the guy ended up killing someone." So I don't know. It was like interesting.
Well, it's like you look at his
Yeah,
his repertoire right here, right?
yeah,
All right, so like Sixth Sense,
yep. Have you seen Sixth
yeah,
Sense?
Unbreakable,
Hey, Bruce Willis is dead at the end.
Signs.
Hey, the scene with the alien at when you see him walking across the driveway, still scary.
Oh, the funny thing with me with Signs though is it's like they came to a planet that's 70% water, and it literally rains water. Why would they cut? Why like? It's the dumbest plot hole in the whole thing. You know what the other one is? A scary one
I thought it was
is
oxygen. I thought oxygen killed them.
no, it's water because there's all
Was
the
the
water.
water?
There's all the water glasses around the room. The village.
I liked the village.
I thought the village was. I liked it, but I thought it was such a shit show of a movie. like
You know what's a shit show of a movie? The Last Airbender.
I
That
was about
piece
to
of fucking shit.
uh,
No,
that the happening,
I like the happening.
the plants, the lady
Yo, the
in
plants are fucking killing us, yo.
lady
Sparked
in
my
the
bubble real quick.
water.
I liked it. I liked it.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Um,
After Earth. How about that one? How about After Earth?
he did After Earth.
He did After Earth
I,
apparently.
I actually didn't know that. Did I see?
Uh,
I also liked After Earth. It's really bad.
the
That's the one
the
that I'm gonna be like
visit.
is. I saw The Visit. I liked The Visit
Which
too.
one was the
Actually.
visit?
So two kids go visit their grandparents
And
that
it's not their
either
grandparents.
that they have either never met or haven't met since they were babies.
Yep, I remember it now because it's got Catherine Hahn as the mom, right? That's what this is showing here, but that doesn't seem right to me. I thought it was a different person as the mom.
I'll get you. I'll get there. In a second.
Okay. Split Glass, Old, and then.
Oh, well, those are both great movies.
Mhm. That's what I'm saying. It's like his repertoire is so funny because it's like it's either knockouts or it's like this movie's bad, but I liked it.
I don't see Catherine Hahn being in the visit.
Really?
Oh, Catherine Hahn is the mom, but she's at the very like first scene, and then she's in like video calls. She's not really in the
Well,
movie.
that's the thing. I thought the mom was someone else, though. I thought it was a different actress.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyways, what is Knock at the Cabin? Hold up a sec. Knock at the Cabin is described as a home invasion horror film set during the apocalypse.
Okay,
It has Dave Bautista,
it's filming right now.
Rupert Grint, Nikki.
Jonathan Groff, who's been in a ton of stuff. He's a big actor too. He's like, I wouldn't call him up and coming because he's been in a ton of stuff, but people just don't know him.
I'm 100% okay with Dave Bautista being in it. I like seeing him getting more roles now. I like the fact that he turned down. I forgot what movie it was. He turned down some movie to be in, Army of the Dead. I forgot what the movie was though. There's a movie that he turned down to be in Army of the Dead because he wanted to be. He was getting sick and tired of being the stupid kind of.
Typecast.
Yeah, and he wanted to be. And Zach was offering him the lead in this, so he was like, "Fuck it, I want to take it." Which, I don't blame him.
So, Split
Yep.
is real good.
Yes. That's the one with James McAvoy, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that and Anya Taylor or something. Who was
Oh
in
yeah, shit! I didn't even
Northman.
think about that one.
Um, that one's really good. Split. I mean, Glass is
I don't think
pretty
I
good.
haven't seen Glass. I've seen the fight scene at the end between Split and Unbreakable, but I haven't seen
hmm
Glass.
I liked Glass. But Split is actually like a good movie.
So the one thing that I did like or that I do like, is I like James McAvoy as as an actor. But now here's one for you. You ready for this? I'm gonna
Yeah.
read you where I know James McAvoy from, and you're gonna be like, "What? That's not right." Let me find it real quick, just so I know I'm not fucking this up. List of James McAvoy performances. Yes, please. Not film. It is television, actually, and it is Shameless.
The British Shameless.
Yep. In the
Okay.
British Shameless, he played Steve McBride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Blake Goku. He was also in Band of Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I know him from Shameless because that was 04, 05. So I just moved back here. I just moved here like a couple years after. So when we went back to England, Shameless was in like season 3. So like there was like 2 days in a row where me and my dad we watched Shameless. Like we went to go visit my grandparents and my cousins, and we just watched Shameless for like 2 days.
Never watched British Shameless. I like the American Shameless to a point.
You would like the British Shameless more, and you would.
No.
Yes, yes, because you'll notice that and this is one of the things, because I watched the British one first, and then I watched the American one. The American one, for the first like season and a half, tried to copy the English one to a T, but you can't do that. So when you're watching the English one, you'll notice that like the actors are like them playing the roles. They're just playing the roles because that's their role. They're not trying to act like this role. Because like whoever the fuck it is that plays Frank in the American one is fucking terrible.
Oh, he's won a few Emmys for it.
Yeah, he's fucking terrible. He's not Frank
William
Gallagher.
H. Macy.
Yes, he's not Frank. I
Interesting.
nope. And you as soon as if you watch just watch like the first episode of the English one, and you'll be like,
See, I'm not a huge fan of like British television like that. Skins,
I would
The Office.
The Office American one's better. I am unbiased with my English to American heritage in this
Fair enough.
situation.
Okay.
Shameless is better. American Office is better. Skins is just fucking weird. There's another English show that's it's about fucking like basically like American high schoolers or English high schoolers. It's not called high school
Not
though.
Degrassi.
No, not Degrassi. It's the In-Betweeners. That's
Actually, I kind of like the In-Betweeners.
yeah, the In-Betweeners is that's funny.
Okay.
That's just because it's stupid English. It's like English humor,
All
like
right,
for
I do kind of like
Yeah.
the In-Betweeners. Okay.
But no, like I think that you would enjoy. I think most people would enjoy the English, Shameless, because it, like I
I
said,
think I'm in love with Philip, the American Philip, though. Like,
who
I think
Cameron?
No, that's I'm one of the. He is one of the brothers, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's the other thing, is that like for me, it's one of those things where it's like I see the English one, and like those are the characters to me. So like the American one, it's like
Cameron plays Ian,
there we go.
and then there's a guy named Jeremy Allen White, who he actually like turns on my gay, he's like the one that makes me go, yeah, I could be gay for him.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why.
He's the pass.
He said, I wouldn't even call. Like I look, I'm like look at him, and I'm like, I think I'm sexually attracted to that man,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know why. Jeremy Allen White,
Jeremy Allen White.
and I can't tell you why.
I'd have to look up because, like I said,
I want you to look him up because I'm telling you, this is a man I would have sex with.
This is a man. Oh, what was it? Jeremy Allen White is what you said?
Yes.
Oh,
He's,
it's
like,
that
little.
fucking guy.
He's little, yeah. He's like 5'6", probably. He's 5'7". Yeah, he's a little guy. Like, I don't know why.
What is it I've seen him in that isn't Shameless?
He hasn't been in a lot of things.
Beautiful Ohio, The Speed of Light, After School 12, Movie 43. Maybe it was that.
He was a homeschooled kid, and his parents like beat him, but it was also like a weird sexual thing. Yeah, it was. They bullied him. They were like, oh, he needs like a like, every kid needs a bully. So like they would like beat him up and like throw his books on the ground.
You're joking, right?
No, and it was I can't remember whose parents were in that.
Oh, I hate to be laughing right now, but that's just
No, it was very. So movie 43. It was Nicole Kidman, by the way.
Oh, okay. Hold up a second. No, okay. I thought you were talking about real life.
Oh,
I
Naomi
didn't.
Watts. No. In movie 43.
Dude, movie 43 is just a shit show. Let's not
It's,
get it.
it was, I think
Nope.
it was Liev Schreiber and Naomi Watts.
Yeah, let's not. Let's.
So just
Yeah.
think of Liev Schreiber bullying this like little kid. He's not little. He was probably like 25 at the time, but like
Yeah, let's not get into that fucking shit show or movie. Jesus Christ.
I liked it. It was really bad, but I liked it. But yeah, that's my I go gay for Jeremy Allen.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. All right. So, main thing we were going to talk about was Halo. Done.
Yeah.
Any video game news you can think of or anything? The only thing I can think of is the Overwatch 2 beta ends on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we're getting a new stupid event for Overwatch, which is great. Great.
Okay.
They're recoloring skins.
Again.
Yeah. This is part 2.
How's the new season of Apex? How about that?
New season of Apex is, my opinion
Broken.
is vast. Well, no, my opinion is vastly different than everyone else's. We've been playing a lot of ranked, and it's fine. It's actually ranked is like fun to play now because it actually like matters. The thing that I think people forget about with games like this is that a battle royale is last person standing. As team standing. It's not about getting 50 fucking kills. It's about being the last team standing. So all these people that are putting up things and it's like, I got 10 kills and it's 14th place and I still have negative points. It's like, yes, that's because there's still 14 other teams left. It's kind of the whole reason behind the BR thing, right? Like, so I've been enjoying it. Me, Rob, and Jeff have been enjoying it. We've actually, like, this season is, like, we're going to be playing this, like, ranked more this season than probably any other season, I would assume. So.
Sorry, I saw something that made me shake my head.
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I got a weird text, and I went, ugh. So I caught something you guys playing. It seemed fun.
Mm-hmm.
Loba's broken.
Well, it's different legends are broken for different things. It's like I think her bracelet's like actually broken.
Literally, her bracelet doesn't work.
Yeah.
Rampart is just a fucking like a machine gunner.
Yeah, because they boosted up her. They boosted up the speed of how quick she can fucking fire her
And
Sheila.
reload.
Yep. Like I said, I think this season is one of the better seasons we've had. The big thing is that, like I said, it's one of the issues that I've had. Period with a lot of people who do play ranked is that they get stuck so much in like this is their way of playing, and me and Rob talk about it all the time. Where it's like in a game like a BR and especially in a ranked mode of it, you can't just have that mindset of like this is how I play, so I'm going to play every game like this. Each map you have to play drastically different, right? It'd be like playing a support character and being like I'm going to be the person that frags out and goes in first every fight. Meanwhile, the big character is the one that sits in the back. Like that's not how it works, and it's one of those things where like it's such a drastic change for so many people right now that they're not able to handle it.
Well, and which is good. And then I saw that they balanced that like because before it was like there was just so many people in like platinum.
So there was
diamond.
There was a unprecedented amount of people who made masters this past season. And that's one of the big reasons why they changed it. So what they did was they added a brand new rank called Rookie that you can only play in if you make a brand new account. It's a one-time thing, and as soon as let's say you started a brand new account right now.
Yeah.
You'd play in the Rookie thing. Next season, doesn't matter what happens in the Rookie, you're put into bronze. Doesn't matter. You can't go back into Rookie. You stay in bronze. That simple. It's literally a one-time training wheels. They've made it so now you lose RP every single rank and every single tier. So it's not like in bronze you lose this much for the whole thing. No. In bronze 4 you lose this. Then it's +2, +2, +2. Silver it's 36. Then it's +2, +2, +2. Like they've made it so each one like it drastically increases more by more by more. And then they've added tier demotions, which everyone's been asking for, which is the funniest fucking thing to me. Everyone's been asking for it, and then people are getting demoted, and now they're complaining about it. And it's
Which is
Apex.
if you run out of points.
Well, so let's say you go. So beforehand, if you used to get to a new tier, right? So let's say you go from Gold 1 to Plat 4.
Oh, you couldn't drop.
You couldn't
drop from gold to silver.
Yeah. Now you can.
It would just be gold.
Yep. Now you can drop down.
Which is how it is for any other game.
Exactly. It's so everyone's been wanting it. The thing is now though is that you're seeing a lot of these high level players, like Daltouche and Nick Merckx, who were in Diamond.
I saw Nick Merckx lose like a straight 400, and he was like, "Dude."
Yeah. So so when you get demoted down a full half a tier. So of course the higher up you get, the more the tiers kind of expand out a little bit, so that number increases. But what it is though is as soon as you tier up, you get a 100 RP boost, and you have 3 games. If you don't get up over those 3 games, then you're right back down.
I saw a thing on TikTok. This guy was pissed off because he had made bread.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of that. A lot of people apparently made pred and then they didn't get a pred badge.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's what he was pissed off about.
Yeah,
because it was like he was like, "Look, my point thing right here. It says I should be pred," and then you look at this one thing in the next.
Oh, that was it Tony?
Couldn't tell you.
Was it did he have like his webcam at the bottom, like middle of his
Couldn't
screen?
Tell you.
No, okay. Because nope. Tony put up Tony Romero. I think it's Tony Romero. Tony, he's an Xbox streamer and Apex player, and so I watched a little bit of his stuff, and he like grinded out and like he didn't get something that he should have got, sort of thing, and I was like, but a lot of people have had that happen though, which that sucks. That sucks.
It does.
Like all the rest of the stuff that's happened so far, I'm like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, but that's like the one thing is like that's like something they
exactly.
They just don't get it.
Yeah, that one sucks. But like I like I said, I think that this season is one of the more fun seasons that I've had so far.
I downloaded it. I have it. I actually updated and I have it. I was like
I said, it's ranked is actually like let me put it like this: when you get positive points now in ranked, it feels like an accomplishment. It feels like you've actually done something. Which is what ranked should be, right? Like, when you rank up or when you get points, it feels like a good thing. Not before where it's like, cool, I just killed 15 people off drop and then I died and our team came in 20th. But hey, I got 59 points.
So I almost hit Onyx and Halo, and it's not because I, like, last skill. I just, like, stopped playing.
Yeah.
And that felt good, but it just, because it was kind of like a weird thing, because Onyx, so Halo rank, Onyx is the highest. And I was, like, a rank away from Onyx, and I just was like, man, I had no one to play with, and I didn't want to do it solo, which is like the whole thing is like if you do it solo, it's like legit, and that you don't. So is the whole thing. And I didn't do it. I still could. I have actually no. The battle pass ends in like a week, or if it just ended.
I think it just ended because so last week I talked about the Halo BR.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a last Spartan standing
right
now.
That's the Halo BR.
Isn't a BR.
I know, but they marketed it as a BR because that was one of the things I was talking about on stream. I read a whole article on like in the podcast last week. I'm like, this is bullshit. I was like, so you're telling me? I was like, you're telling me that not only in 2021 did they come out with the game without the BR, but then they said we're going to put the BR in, hyped up that they're doing a BR, and then didn't do a BR and instead did something else.
And they only added 2 new maps.
Yeah, it's
like in 6 months they added 2 maps. Like
I forgot what is.
I'm so upset with Halo, with everything right now. I'm so upset with it.
I forgot.
Like you guys are, you dropped a game that is so good. It's not broken. 80% not broken.
Yeah,
which is pretty high. There's some syncing errors. There's like some netcode stuff sometimes. Like you'll shoot someone a bunch of times. Say it takes 3 bursts to kill someone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll shoot them with 5 bursts and then it will die.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just some sinking stuff. Oh, you know what they did change that like is pissing people off? So there's casual and ranked play. 3 bursts with a battle rifle will kill someone in ranked, but now in casual it's 4. So they changed the whole like
It changed the whole
damage.
That's
Yeah, which like you just keep it the same. And that was the point of Halo, is that like everything is balanced, everything this is the way it is. Everything has a counter.
Oh,
Yeah, so like
man.
they're like tinkering with it, which is not something that
I
Halo's really supposed to do.
I forgot who it was, but in the last season of ALGS, there was one of the. So ALGS is the Apex League Global
Apex
Series.
Legends,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there was a player in there who was like one of the better players at like. At like I don't know if he's I want to say he was controller, but I could be wrong about that. But he like had announced that he's going to go play for 434 and he's going to go be a Halo pro and that sort of thing. And within the past like month or so, he's like, "Yeah, fuck 434, I'm coming back." And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah, it's upsetting because it really is like Halo is like a really good game, and they're just like shooting themselves in the foot because like they're not putting out content. They're really not, and like
they're almost
there's
expecting.
no point you can't listen to the community about everything, but they're not really listening to the community about anything.
Yeah, there's a point where just the name itself isn't going to be enough. And I feel like they thought that, like, we're just going to do Halo, we're going to do what we always do, because we're fucking Halo, and that's all that it is. And then it's one of those things where it's like, the community is like, oh, well, you see, no.
No.
You know, because, like, the numbers have dropped drastically, right?
Dude, I don't even...
I'm looking on Twitch right now while you look up whatever you're looking up because I want to see.
Yeah, I looked it up. Sorry, I looked up what I need to look up. They don't have co-op yet. they still
don't
don't have
have
co-op. It's slated for August. They said it was going to happen with Season 2. It's not even... It's like the whole summer. Like... So
there are more people right now playing Overcooked 2, World of Tanks, Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon trading card game, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time than there are playing Halo Infinite.
What's the number of playing Halo Infinite?
It's 2.6.
1,300? It's so sad. It's such a good game.
Well, I guess it's like...
And it's free. It's a free game.
It's annoying, right? Because it's like what we said. It's the name. It's Halo. But then Nick Merckx recently put out a thing about said something about that where it's like, you know, it's like these companies need to realize that they can't fucking do this, like 434. And then I forgot who is it that owns Gears.
Fucking Cliff Blazinski, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember the name of the company.
But still,
Cliff
like
the main guy.
he was able to name off like whoever it was that owned that one too, and he's like these are both massive FPS shooters that were both titans years ago, and they're just trying to live off of the name that they have. They're like, they don't
you're not adapting.
Well, that's the thing, is like that's what he was getting at, and I'm sitting there like, it's like shit. I mean, like, he's not wrong.
Oh, Epic Games. They're made by Epic. Yeah, so Epic is this huge company, and they're like, let's throw out another one.
It's ridiculous. They
have that Fortnite money now.
Another one, Blood Hunt. I'm loving seeing the success that Blood Hunt has right now. And I love the fact that they're also listening to the community really well. The community came out and was like, we want more stuff. We want a better and more stuff in the store. And you know what they did? They literally were like, okay. And they made it now so the store has 4 daily things. And then they added like 7 new things to the fucking seasonal stuff. Like,
have you been playing still?
So I haven't played it. I didn't play it this week because of other games and like Apex new season and me having to do all the other stuff. But I do, like, I sit to panic, so I remind them, I was like, look, like, I still want to play this.
I'm looking to play.
Yeah, see,
I'll play with you.
I want to play it at least once a week, if anything. Right?
What does this look like?
Sucking some people off. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just moving it. I was like, oh, look at that. No, but
Yeah, no,
I've been looking to play it.
I really do enjoy that game because it's like there's some things that are fucked with it right now, and but the thing is though is that they know and they're like I said, they've already been like, we've heard your opinions on ranked, we're changing ranked. We've heard what you said about the store, we're changing the store. Like they're actually like fully listening to the community, and the fact that like Shroud is playing it on his free time, you know, XQC,
So
Summit.
when I played it, it felt a lot like kind of like the way Super People did.
Mm-hmm.
But Super People, I don't even know if they're updating Super People. Like, not really.
I haven't heard anything. Honestly, I haven't heard anything about Super People
I think
since.
it was also like open beta when I played. So I don't know.
It may have been. Actually, now that you said it may have been. But I don't know.
I think I lost all its steam.
We'll have to look at that later.
I don't know. I would like to play Blood Hunt more.
Yeah, no, I want to, like I said, I want to play Blood Hunt at least once a week. I think that'd be a nice change of pace for me once a week. You know, just to fuck around and suck some people off. The thing that sucks, and I've said this multiple times. The thing that sucks is that it's not on Xbox, because I think that Rob and Fedge would have. I think Rob and Fedge would love that.
I completely forgot. Yeah, you were playing on PC, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My buddy actually wanted to play the other day. He's on PS5 though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's crossplay, so.
Yeah. So.
It seems odd.
Actually, I have two friends that wanted to play on PS5.
Oh, look at you, Mr.
And
fucking
I'm like,
popular.
Well, I'm like, dude, I know two people with PS5s. What a future. Because I got my Series X.
Yeah. Fedge just got one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, are you jealous?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I also have like $400 worth of stuff on Amazon that I haven't bought yet. So I mean, I just keep forgetting to buy it. That's literally all it is. One of the things is a pink T-shirt that has the Cuddle team leader heart broken on it. Yeah.
You actually, now that we're talking about it, Microsoft, it's not even that deal thing. You can just get one now off Microsoft.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out then.
And in a sense, you have to buy 3 months of Game Pass.
Oh no.
So it's like $540.
Oh.
Yeah, no. So hey, I just want to point that one out. It's like some people are like, I don't need that. I'm like,
no. Well, yeah,
well, you kind of do.
Yeah, I was saying to Fedge about it. I was like, oh no, there's 2 years worth of Game Pass, whatever they have to buy as well. Fedge is like, that's a lot of money. I was like, Fedge, I'm gonna be buying 2 years of Game Pass anyway. So it's like
it's
there.
Yeah, you're already gonna be doing it. Like that's the only thing.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't. I guess you could just do Xbox Live and not Game Pass.
Yeah, I did that for a while. That sucks.
Game Pass is like I don't.
Game Pass. If you, I'm you know what, this is gonna be. You know, we'll slowly wrap it up here. This would be my not even popular opinion, unpopular opinion. This is just my statement. My statement. If you're a gamer and you don't have Game Pass, you're an idiot.
Yeah, really, like Game Pass, it saved Microsoft and Xbox.
Like it's literally, what is it? It's $15 still.
$15 for online service and Game Pass Ultimate, because you could just do Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah,
which is I think it's $10 a month.
You know, you do the $15, whatever the one is that's $15. You do that one, and you get 100 games to play.
And I'm on my PC, so I've actually been playing Trek to Yomi.
Mm-hmm. How is that?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Do you think I would like it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. It's not the hardest difficulty. It's so there's 3 difficulties, like easy, medium, hard, and then once you beat it, you get the hardest.
Okay, so it isn't easy.
It isn't easy. So I'm playing on hard right now.
Okay.
And it's real tough. And actually, and this is Game Pass. This is why I brought it up. So I've been playing on my Series X.
Yeah.
On the couch. With a controller, and then the other day I was sitting on my PC. I'm like, I just want to play it. So I sat down and I continued where I was on my PC.
I guess it's just.
I actually found the game a lot easier on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, see, I find it funny that just like it's one of those things where like Game Pass still gets a weird rep, but yet it's like like I love the people's voice like, oh, I don't have anything to play.
Dude, all right. I just downloaded Chinatown Detective Agency. I really want to play that. Mm-hmm. All the Forza Horizon games. Yep. This is PC, by the way, so it's not going to be all the same. Gang Beast, all the Gears games. Generation Zero, which is a good game. I actually want to sit down and play that again
Mm-hmm.
sometime. Actually, we should play that. You would really like it.
Yeah.
It's in Sweden, and it's in the 80s. And some reason, these kids came back from college, and everyone's gone. But the city's been overrun by machines.
Why does it sound familiar?
Because it sounds like a plot to a weird action movie.
Okay, fair.
Um, Halo, the campaign. It Takes Two, which we still need to play.
Yep.
Killer Instinct, Psychonauts. Um,
They have EA. They have all the EA games because they
all
have
the EA games. Well, 75% of the EA games.
Yeah, they don't have most of the time. They'll have the most recent one either after or towards the end of the season, but still, like it's.
Well, then you have the show, which is a brand new game. You have NBA 2K. I'm looking right here. Do you have The Outer Worlds? Did you ever play that?
It doesn't sound familiar.
It's made by the company that made Fallout New Vegas.
Probably not then.
Oh my god, that game is so good. All the Bethesda games.
Like it's just like I said. That's my statement. Is if you are a gamer who thoroughly enjoys games and you do not have Game Pass, you're an idiot and you're losing out. Because
I don't mean to extend this, but I grabbed a beer with a buddy on Thursday after work.
Yeah.
And he's a big PS5 guy. He's one of the guys that wanted to play Blood Hunt. And they're coming out with a thing, and he's like, dude, it's going to be so much better. I'm like, they've been talking about this for years. And there's 3 tiers to it. There's a
I remember hearing.
10, 15, and a $20 version. And he's like, you're going to get all these games. And I'm like, dude, they're telling you that now to bring you in. Like, you're going to have like 10 games on there.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things like you said, they've been saying about that for years.
Like
the PlayStation's gonna have all this
as
stuff.
soon as Game Pass came out, they're like, PlayStation's like, we're coming out with one too.
Yeah.
And Game Pass has been out for, I couldn't even tell you how long.
And Game Pass has only gotten better and better and better with the more acquisitions that Microsoft has been making recently.
I know. It's unreal.
And especially with the whole, what's the other thing they're doing? What is it? It's like for the first like month or 2 weeks or something like that of like big Xbox exclusive name titles. They're going straight to Game Pass, so you can play them when they first come out. It may not be the entire time. I don't remember if it is or not, but for the majority of the time, though. So, right. So that's my big statement of the week. I had another one, but I forgot what it was now.
I agree. No, I'm all for it.
You're on board with it?
You can get a 30-day trial for Paramount Plus off of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Animal Royale, I actually want to try that. That's supposed to be really good.
Okay. Yep. I'm re-downloading it then. Where you're gonna play it?
Okay. Is that cross play? I'm looking. I can look into it real quick.
I think so. I don't remember. I've played it though.
I've never played it.
So remember last year when I did Battle Royale May?
Yeah, we actually never ended up playing anything. Actually, no, that's why we started playing Fortnite again.
No, we played fucking PUBG.
What's his face?
We played
around?
PUBG, meanie.
We did play. Oh, Animal Royale is not on PC, so I'll play it on my Xbox.
Yeah, yeah. No, we played PUBG.
Yeah, we did play
because that was when I got it. That was when I got the dinosaur suit.
That was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I do remember. Is Bach around?
Funny enough that you say that. Bach actually came into chat. Let's see here. Where was it? 4 days ago, because he resubbed. And then we started talking, and I said to him, I was like, I don't know if you're allowed to answer me this or not, but are you still over in the area that you're not supposed to be telling me about? And he goes, I don't know if I'm allowed to or not, but fuck it, we're kind of still doing stuff, but we're not. And I was like, well, we need to get together and play something. And he's like, yes. He was, and I think I was actually messaging him, and we were talking about it. And I was like, either we get the boys back together, you get you, me, and DeNutte back, and we get back on Fortnite, or. And he was like, I don't care. Yeah, sure, let's do it, like that sort of thing. I was like,
yeah,
all right, there we go.
Wherever he is.
Yeah. But.
That is episode 121
of the effing title. Like I said, I don't know if I have anything else. I had something else that I was going to end with, but I already forgot what it was.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like the Game Pass was a good thing to end on.
Yeah, I mean, like
Xbox fanboys. We're not Xbox fanboys.
Xbox. Xbox. Yeah. So we'll be back next week. We'll be talking about more bullshit. We're going to be finding out about the Halo finale.
Oh yeah, we will be finding out.
I cannot wait, and we'll see what else we talk about. Who knows? I'll be probably complaining about Overwatch because of the new event. And, yeah. So, but as always, thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out. We really appreciate it. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments of anything we've talked about. And as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, evening, night, still trouble, stay safe. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.